Okay, America, here we are again, facing another horrible tragedy. And my thoughts and prayers go out to those families involved, of all involved. It's a terrible situation. Maybe something that could have been avoided, but nonetheless, my prayers to everyone. Again, though, we're faced with this horrible tragedy, and what are we going to do about it? What's going to be the knee-jerk reaction of some wonderful governor like Cuomo? Take away knives now from everybody? You know, another ban on weapons, digging too deep into this so that only the criminals end up with any kind of weapon or protection. Forget the people who enjoy it recreational, for hunting purposes, or maybe people who just want to protect themselves against this crazy society that we live in. That's the real question here. How's this country going to respond to something we're overthinking, and stop taking the quick, simple solution is like what went wrong, but how about what are we not doing right? Okay, and what I mean is, step back. Our government right now is a government for the government, not the people. It's supposed to be a government for the people. That's long gone. And if you don't know that, you don't pay much attention to politics. The self-serving individuals in our government right now, and not all of them, but the majority of them, are destroying this country, taking away the whole basis behind our Second Amendment rights, looking too deep into the fact that there's no moral fiber left in the family structure in this country. All professionals, mothers and fathers working. No one's home to greet the kids after school. No one's there to get involved. Parents don't step in and stay involved in their children's faces anymore. This kid today with a stabbing, 20 kids injured, 21 kids, whatever it might be. I mean, I'm paying attention, but I'm just more shocked than anything. You ever think back? Maybe this kid is just tormented and teased in school and just had enough. Sure, he took the wrong answer, but taking away knives or guns, something like this, we all know, only puts him in the hands of the criminals. Okay? You're not going to solve this problem by banning more things. Governor Cuomo's ban on assault rifles in New York, Connecticut's ban on assault, they're ridiculous. They're not well thought out. But the people don't have a say anymore. The majority doesn't rule in this country. It's the few and the elite who rule in this country. And money lining the pockets of somebody along the way is helping feed that. Everybody needs to get involved here. America needs to speak up. I mean, how many tragedies is it going to take before we realize that the parenting in this country has gone to the wayside? We're more concerned with earning a living, having a good life, second car, all of those thrills, iPhones and this and that and everything our kids can have. When's the last time you got involved and got in your kid's face because he was doing something you didn't want to? Hard parenting. Stay in there. It does go on. It doesn't go on enough. When's the last time you got your kid involved in something positive? Like a sports or scouts or something along those lines where the kid puts more effort into things. I mean, it's a known fact. College students who are more involved in clubs and working and stuff like that do better in their grades, even though it consumes more of their time. Parents who get more involved with the kids are going to have better results as well. Stay involved. I know it's tough to live and keep up with the Joneses in this country unless you have two incomes in a family, but we're destroying our country. We're breaking down the very fiber of this country, which is the family unit. This country has started to get away from oppressive government, which is what we're facing today, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. We don't longer make decisions. Our officials are picked on electoral votes, which really have nothing to do with the actual true vote in this country, the true feeling of people. So much that most of the people don't even vote in this country. If you were to truly poll people, a lot of them go in blindly and just hit the levers and don't even know what the politicians stand for or what they're involved with. It's unfortunate. But go back to this recent tragedy. Again, are we going to look at it and try to find 100 places to blame this child or something else? Or are we going to look into the real fact that overall in this country, he was probably being teased and tormented? And I'm not condoning what he did, not by any means. It's horrible. But if we don't address the real problem, we need to put more time back into our families, parenting, back into our government, caring about what's going on around us. Stop handing out. Stop making it easy for everybody. Okay? We need to speak up and get on board. It's never easy. And more so than ever, we have a constitutional obligation in this country to stand up against the government that's stripping us of everything we have right now. And I wouldn't doubt it if this video goes on YouTube that I get a visit and I get picked up and snuffed out because nobody wants to hear me. The government doesn't want to hear me. Maybe some of you true Americans want to hear us. But we need to get out there and do something. Okay? We need to look at this recent tragedy for what it is. A child who just had enough, chose the wrong solution. But why? How involved were his parents in his life? When's the last time his father and him went to battle over something ridiculous like him just not wanting to pay, follow the rules in the house or something like that? It doesn't go on anymore. We tuck him in the corner and time out. No one raises a hand to the child anymore. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it looks to me that it's a bad thing. I see it as, the child has no fear. There's no fear of consequences, whether it's a child or adults in this country. We've got thousands and thousands of lawyers lined up to protect everybody against the fact that they just don't want to conform and follow the rules. It's, how far is it going to go? This is a stabbing today. Fort Hood a week or so ago. What's the next tragedy that we're going to turn around and strip somebody of another Second Amendment right? I mean, this one's knives. Are we going to take away knives from everybody? I mean, Governor Cuomo, give me an answer on that. It's you with a big shot who took away the guns and tell everybody assault rifles are banned. Pointless law. I mean, you've got to have time to think about it now. Maybe you're just too embarrassed to stand up, correct it. It could be. A lot of people get embarrassed after they make a big mistake. But, a real man faces it. The hardest thing in the world to do is apologize, say you're sorry, say you were wrong. Okay? Maybe it's time we do that in this country. Maybe it's time we stop looking overseas and getting involved with everybody else's problems, clean up here in America. Drive through your cities, drive through your countries, see how things are falling apart around you. It isn't just the structures and the buildings. It's our government, it's our children, it's our families. Okay? Just one person's opinion. Think about it.